Sonic's Greenhouse Adventure Season 1 Chapter 11, Jessica's Trial. Sonic's point of view.
When I woke up, it was 7:30 a.m., and man, did I sleep well. So since we're going to the courthouse today, I decided to take a shower to freshen myself up. After I was done, I shook myself dry and left the bathroom to put my gloves, socks, and shoes on. After I got my gloves and socks on, I saw Jessica walk in. She bursted into laughter as she pointed at me. "What's so funny, Jessica?" I asked in confusion with a nervous smile on my face.
I'm sorry, it's just when you're fluffed up like that, it makes you look silly and adorable at the same time.
Jessica said as her laughter calmed down. So I looked in the mirror in the bathroom and saw what she was talking about. "You're right, Jessica. That is funny," I said as I bursted into laughter myself. "Well, sorry that you find this look funny and cute, because it's gotta go," I said enthusiastically and playfully. Then I shook my fur and quills back down to normal. That's when Donut Lord woke up. "Morning, Donut Lord. I hope you slept well, because I sure did," I said curiously while I got my shoes on.
I slept well, so let's get ready to go to the courthouse.
Donut Lord said happily as he went to get into his uniform. "So, Jessica, did you sleep well too?" I asked curiously as I sat back on the bed while we waited for Donut Lord to get back.
Yeah, I did. Though I am surprised because of what's happening today.
Jessica said as she sat beside me. "That's good to hear, and don't worry, it won't be that bad, I promise. So, are you ready for this?" I told her reassuringly.
As ready as I'll ever be. What about you?
Jessica replied nervously. "Yeah, I am a little nervous, but that's it," I replied honestly. Then Donut Lord came back.
Well, let's keep going. We'll pick up some breakfast on the way there.
Donut Lord told us as I got my disguise on. "All right, Donut Lord, I'm all set," I said happily as I walked to the door. Then we left the hotel. It had been 15 minutes since we left at this point.
So where are we picking up breakfast from, Tom?
Jessica asked curiously.
We're picking up breakfast burritos from Taco Bell. Is that okay with you guys?
Donut Lord replied happily. "Ooh, that sounds good," I said, feeling even hungrier and more excited for it.
Sure, that sounds delicious.
Jessica said in agreement. Then we pulled up to the Taco Bell drive-thru and picked them up. "Thanks, Donut Lord," I said as I enjoyed my burrito.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
Jessica said as she enjoyed hers.
You're welcome, guys.
Donut Lord said happily. 20 minutes later, we were looking for a parking spot in the parking lot 2 miles from the courthouse. For some reason, I had a bad feeling that the people that will be passing by during the walk to the courthouse wouldn't be fooled by my disguise. So once we parked, I quickly took my disguise off and looked at Donut Lord with pleading eyes. Donut Lord, I don't think that disguise will fool anybody in this city, so could I, hide in your jacket?" I asked nervously as I pointed to the jacket he kept in the car just in case he needed it.
Are you sure that's necessary, buddy?
Donut Lord asked with a concerned look on his face. "Yes, I am. I won't risk even the tiniest possibility of me being seen before we even get to the courthouse," I replied very seriously.
Very well, buddy.
Donut Lord said sweetly, and we got prepared for the walk. Now we were on our way to the courthouse. I was poking my head out of Donut Lord's jacket so I could see and breathe.
Oh, you look so cute like that, Sonic.
Jessica whispered happily as she subtly glanced at me. "Huh, really? I gotta see for myself somehow," I whispered back excitedly. I just had to see what Jessica was talking about.
Alright, Jessica, here's your phone. Take a quick picture and send it to my phone. You know my phone number, right?
Donut Lord said as he gave Jessica her phone.
But of course I do, Tom.
Jessica replied reassuringly as she took the picture.
There, it's been sent to your phone, Tom.
Jessica said as she handed her phone back to Donut Lord.
Okay, Sonic, I'll show you the picture once we're in the courthouse and you don't have to hide anymore.
Donut Lord told me quietly. I saw some people passing us, so I steadily nodded.
Don't worry, Sonic, we're almost there.
Donut Lord told me reassuringly. Honestly, this is fun and comfortable, Donut Lord. But the suspense is killing me, I said once I was sure that no one was around to hear us.
I couldn't agree more, Sonic.
Donut Lord said in agreement.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jessica said as we arrived in front of the courthouse.
They walked into the courthouse.
Okay, you can come out now, Sonic.
Sweet, so can I see that picture?
Sure, buddy.
Tom said as he took out his phone and pulled up the picture.
Oh, you're right, Jessica. I did look adorable. Hey, Donut Lord, we should send it to Pretzel Lady.
Sonic said excitedly as he gave the phone back to Tom.
Alright, I'll do that right now.
Tom said as he did just that.
So, Tom, how long will it take for everyone to get here?
Jessica asked nervously now that the gravity of what she did to Sonic dawned on her.
Not too long, Jessica.
Tom replied seriously. After waiting quite a while, everyone came into the courtroom. Sonic's point of view.
Well, this was it. I honestly was still worried about how these people would react to seeing me for the first time. I mean, what if keeping me a secret is harder than they originally thought, and blab to someone who shouldn't know of my existence? Thankfully, they had welcoming smiles on their faces.
All rise, Judge Bob presiding.
Said the police officer standing in front of Judge Bob's seat.
Well, everyone, this is a unique case. Everyone, please welcome Sonic the Hedgehog.
Judge Bob said as he gestured for me to stand up so everyone in the room could see me. So I stood up.
Ooh, this is fascinating.
A woman exclaimed happily.
Now, Jessica Mills, how do you plead?
Judge Bob asked Jessica seriously.
I plead guilty, for what I did was wrong and there's no way to take it back.
Jessica replied sadly.
Very well, Jessica. Now, Sonic, I need you to come sit in the stand.
Judge Bob said as he pointed to the seat he wanted me to sit in. I looked over to Donut Lord because this was making me nervous. Donut Lord nodded encouragingly, so I went over to the stand.
So tell me, Sonic, how did this all start?
Well, I guess it started on my first day of school in gym class. We were playing dodgeball and me and Jessica were the last ones still in the game. She claimed that I should be in a government lab. When she got expelled and grounded for a month, she snuck out to kidnap me and expose me to the government. I replied cautiously. I didn't want to upset her since we just bonded on our way to this place.
I see. Well, Jessica, do you have anything to say in your defense?
Judge Bob asked sternly.
Only that I don't know what got into me. I guess I just lost it for a while or something.
Jessica replied honestly.
Well, we'll leave the jury to figure out a verdict.
Judge Bob said as everyone began exiting the courtroom. Me and Donut Lord were standing outside the courtroom. Apparently, Jessica wasn't allowed to be with us, so she's under the serious watch by one of the city police officers. So, Donut Lord, how do you think this is going so far? I asked Donut Lord nervously.
Well, I think it's going to be fine, Sonic. Let's just hope the jury knows what they're doing when they decide the verdict.
Donut Lord replied reassuringly as he rubbed my quills. That feels so good, Donut Lord. Thanks for that. It helps me relax from stress. I said contentedly as Donut Lord did this.
I know, Sonic. That's why we do it, to help you feel better.
Donut Lord said happily once he was done. 10 minutes later, we went back into the courtroom.
So has the jury decided on a verdict?
Judge Bob asked the jury seriously. Then a woman with the verdict in her hand stood up.
We have, Your Honor. We find Jessica Mills guilty.
The woman said firmly and then sat back down.
Very well. Jessica Mills, for the attempted kidnapping of Sonic the Hedgehog, you are sentenced to 1 month in prison.
Judge Bob declared as he hit his gavel to close the trial. Then we began to leave the courtroom.
Hey, Sonic.
Jessica said nervously. This caught my attention, so I stopped and turned around to look at her. Yeah, Jessica? I asked curiously with a sad smile.
Thank you for helping me clear my head on the way here.
Jessica replied honestly with a sad smile. This warmed my heart. You're welcome, Jessica, and I look forward to your return. I told Jessica sweetly as I waved goodbye to her. Jessica waved back. Then we left the courthouse, with me hidden in Donut Lord's jacket. Then we began our drive home.
So, Sonic, how are you holding up?
Donut Lord asked with concern in his voice. I think I'm okay, it's just... And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to miss her, I explained sheepishly.
Don't worry, bud. She has the opportunity to be released early for good behavior.
Donut Lord said reassuringly as he petted my quills. Really? Thanks for telling me that, Donut Lord. I said out of relief because now it'll make this whole situation easier.
Anything for you, Sonic.
Donut Lord said happily. I decided to tell my friends about how the trial went, so I took out my phone and called Marina.
Hey Sonic, how did things go?
Well, Jessica got a month in prison. However, it ended up on an uplifting note. My plan to bond with her worked. She was opening up to me and Donut Lord.
That's good to hear. We can't wait to see you when you get home.
Then I remembered the picture Jessica took. Hey Marina, I need to hang up so I can send you a really cute picture that Jessica took of me. I explained to her excitedly.
Okay, well, bye, Sonic. I look forward to seeing that picture.
Marina said happily before we hung up. Then I sent her the picture. I got a text from Marina not even a minute later.
Aw, it's so cute.
Was what she texted me. Then the rest of the drive was calm.